Hi. So we had this handle which I made or I introduced you to in another video, which you could use to train your pronator. And some of you were saying that this handle, they cannot make this handle because it requires a bit welding. So I came up with another idea how you can make this same type of a handle but without welding. And here is that handle. This works like this. You put it here and you clamp it down like so. Then you take your rope and you put your rope here. And then you will just spin this rope around the bar, as so. And now you can train your pronator. So it becomes a rotating handle. This. Just like the other handle, you can also train your other hand by spinning the rope on the far other way around, like so. And it comes off just by screwing the clamp off. So there is nothing more complicated to this. It's just a clamp and a system like this, which I will show you in a moment how you can make this at home. Now I will show another angle. So here it is from another angle. First you have this wood piece. It does this, and it has a groove here and this type of profile, which is made to fit this. So first you put this here like so. And then you take your clamp, and as you can see, there is in the bottom there is this groove. You put this, the other side of the clamp, into the groove, and then you tighten it up here. And you tighten it up so that this bar does not stick too much out. Otherwise it will touch your arm, fingers. Now you have a rotating handle. Then you just take your rope, which is attached to the weight, and put it here. You put it here. And then let it go around the bar. It's wrapping around the bar, and now the weight is on the air. And now you can train your pronator, like so. And you can train also the other direction by making it go, making the rope wrap the bar the other way around, like this. Alright. And when you are done, you just take the rope out of the handle and then you undo this setup. like so. And then this comes off, since this is moves like this. It's also easier to put in when it does this. Alright, and now I will show you how you can make this. So, alright, let's make this tool. First, you need piece of 2x4. Then you need a saw, clamp, axe, hammer, measuring tape, pencil that you can use to draw on the wood, drill, wood drill bits. Then you need this type of screws, which in my case, these longer screws, which you need two of, is 18 centimeters, and these shorter ones are 9 centimeters. And it's important that this is not above 10 centimeters, because when we are making this tool, this thickness is approximately 5 centimeters. So since we are screwing two of these together, if this is longer than 10 centimeters, it will go through it and the end will poke out, which is not good. So these you need 4 and these you need 2. So first we mark on our board what we will cut. And we will cut pieces which are, these are not specific numbers, but how I make this tool is I cut pieces, two pieces of 5 centimeters, and then I cut 2 pieces of 15 centimeters. So now they have been marked, and I make the markings a little better. Like so. And now let's cut those pieces off. I will just put here something which will gather the mess which I'm making. So here is what we did. Now, the next step is that we need to make a profile here, which is the same profile as this is. And the important thing is that we want the hole be very narrow, where this is narrow here. because the point of this groove is that it prevents this type of action, this type of movement. We do not want this to be able to do this. So we need to make a groove that will prevent this sideways motion. So that when we are doing this, we do not accidentally end up doing something like this, which can be very uncomfortable and bothering you. So we make a groove here that the best of this ability it tries to go around this and make as tight a tight fit as possible. So here, this type of set. Now, since we will make this with straight lines, or we have to cut this with straight lines, since we are using this saw to make it, it requires a little bit of trickiness to get this right. But nevertheless, we will be able to do it. So what I did there is I made this was the profile. I will so close. So this was the profile we drew. So I made a straight line like this, which try to mimic the arm of it. And then I made this, which tried to have it so that it has room here to widen. All right. Now I make these cuts. And one trick when you do this kind of work, where you have to clamp something on the table, I show you. This is a piece of exercise resistance band. I have cut a little piece out of it. So when you put it on the table, you can put this on top of it, and it adds friction a lot. So this piece does not move when I'm working on it, when I clamp it against this kind of resistance rubber. All right, so we can do this without problem now. All right, I changed my plan a little bit. We do not cut these lines, we cut only these straight lines. And then we use this type of tool. Here. We use this to drill this section hollow. We first need to, I put the name of this tool in the video. We choose a right side of hole for this work. All right. Now the current plan is to make drill holes here so that the holes will drill hollow space here. I need to put something under this tool that otherwise it will make a hole in the table. Let's try use these. Another tool. Wood chisel. And now the objective is to try to make this shape in the center so that this will fit it. So take your time and use the hammer and chisel so that you get this to fit in the hole. Now it's good enough. It fits the hole. As you can see, we have reached our objective, which was to make a hole that grabs this real tight and also has room for this one. And here it is. It doesn't need to be pretty, as if these two things are achieved, that this fits in here and this grabs real tight this handle so that it cannot do sideways motion. All right. All right, the next step, to put this here so that this stays in the middle, this groove. The bar to which we are making this is 5 centimeters thick. So you want to leave room here for 5 centimeter bar. But since this is also 5 centimeters, these 2x4s, you can just do this. And I can verify that we do it right. Alright, this is the end of Olympic lifting bar, the barbell. So as you can see, these are almost identical in thickness. So you would like to have them as close as possible so that they prevent it from moving. They're almost the same, but since I now have the bar here, I use the bar to make these measurements. So for these holes, these grooves, I choose 4 millimeter these drill bits. I just make a holes here that it doesn't split the wood when I put the screw. Then I need another tool. So these are just for the screws. And you want to screw this so that they do not pop out any, because this will come on top of it. This doesn't have to squeeze the bar, it just has to be tight fit so that it doesn't move around too much. So, and then this one. And then we make holes for this, but we make in this wood, we make a bigger hole than on this wood. The hole on this wood for this groove is only so that it doesn't split this wood. But on this wood, it has to be big enough that it can move a little, so that it's easier to put this on the bar. And then we make the narrower hole. So, here you have it. This does this kind of movement, which make it easier to put it on this bar, like so. So, I thought it might be a good idea to test this product that can it handle big weights. because you might not want it if it doesn't. So I have put it 40 kilos there, and let's see how machine works. $40 kilos was doable even for me, so I guess it's not enough. We add more. So now we have 80 kilos. I don't think I can even do this anymore. $80 kilos was too much for me, but not for the handle. Let's put more, since you might be very strong. So now we have 100 kilos. By the way, it doesn't matter if this handle slips on the bar. It doesn't matter because it's the rope that keeps the handle in place, not the gripping. So it handled 100. Let's put more. Oh, 120. It handled 120. Let's put more. Now this is 40 kilos. Now there is 160 kilos. It handles 160 kilos. And with this kind of weights, you could even use this handle to train your side pressure, like so. So it has a double function. I don't dare to try to hold it here. So, you have to be pretty strong to hold it one arm here. But it seems to work pretty good. It did not break. Everything is like it should be. And here is the thing we did. Thanks for watching.